I have a question for the Republican candidates. Obviously, only one of you is going to win in a couple of weeks. My question is, after the primary, how much can we unite? And can we unite to the point where whoever doesn't win will put a sign in the yard of the nominee and possibly contribute any excess funds that they have in their campaign accounts to whoever the nominee is?
I will be very happy to support any one of the candidates that is elected in the Republican primary. Steve Stein has sent out a letter that asked for our cooperation in getting a Republican elected. We need to get spending down in this city. $95,000 here, $60,000 to two separate companies to give a plan for remodeling Renaissance Square. $30,000 for lobbyists. Ridiculous. We need to get this under control. I spoke at the Republican GOP luncheon when they were having the council persons there. And I talked about the fact that we need to decrease down past 75,000. I served as a mayor for 4 years and never was able to spend more than $15,000 without getting council's approval. I think we need to lower that down, and I think we got to get council to vote on that. Thank you.
Going back to the main question, you asked how we could create collaboration among the Republican candidates. Would we put signs in each other's yards, and would we dedicate funds? Is that the kind of three-pronged question? All right, so first, how? I've already put some thought into this, and presuming I'm victorious after the Republican primary, my intention is to gather all of the Republicans on the ballot together and have regular meetings of the group to talk about how we can work together and what we can do to move our agenda forward to this community. Because I feel very strongly that right now the city administration's values are out of step with the values of the community of Fort Wayne. This is a conservative town, and we do not have a city administration that is living and working conservatively. So there's nothing more important to that. And absolutely yes, I'll tell you right now, I live right beside another candidate, and on the corner there are our poor neighbors. They have signs for both of us in their yard, so it's not going to look that different. There'll be just one color sign instead of a couple color signs, and I'm happy to do that. I think it's about moving the Republican agenda forward and putting conservative values back in the mayor's office. And funds, I can't imagine a situation where I'm going to have any funds left over, but if I did, absolutely. And actually, I'll go beyond that and say that I personally pledge support to the Republican nominee for the mayor's office and for all of the Republican ballot going into the fall general election. Thank you.
Yes, I believe in what there's just Paula saying about the getting together, because we need to get together, understand how to have a good candidate. Maybe actually whoever wins will have more power of a knowledge of what we all feel. So I agree to that, but I can't afford the finance part, but they want to use my yard, which is very tiny, on Clinton Street, and they gotta watch out for me because I do mow the lawn, and I do wear, I'm the tourist when I wear my Speedo mowing the lawn. So, well, that'd be good advertising. So if they want to put advertisement signs about the candidate, that's fine with me. Thank you.
Well, you know, I think one of the ways that I think I've tried to do this almost, you know, from the beginning was to run a positive and visionary campaign. And I've been very impressed with both Paul and Liz in the way that we've conducted ourselves over the last few months. In fact, I think we've been really focused on the issues and our ideas, and I think there's a lot of compliments to go around. But I think it's critical for us. What I hear the most common is that our current mayor has not done anything wrong, and you know, we cannot afford another 4 years of he hasn't done anything wrong. We have to have a city on the move, and I'm a citizen just like each of you, and so I fully intend to get behind whoever wins this race. And if it ends up being me, I'll be honored for that to occur, but I really hope to tap into the knowledge and information that Paul and Liz have, which I think could be very, very helpful. So no doubt that we will work together, in my opinion. No doubt that we'll push the sign of whoever's the winner into our yards. And I have no doubt that if there's any money left in our coffers, that we'll be glad to help people out with that money, because ultimately I am proud to be a Republican and proud to be a Republican in Allen County. And I think we need to have a united party going forward and committed to that.
Well, that's why I'm running, because I do not want to see a Democrat in the mayor's office for the next 4 years, because I have had a very up close and firsthand look at how he's running, or should I say not running, the city. And I guess I would pose to you, first of all, do you feel comfortable giving Tom Henry the ability, the power to decide how to spend that light lease money? If nothing else, think about where he's moved this city and what changes he's made right now in the last 3.5 years, and you feel comfortable that he's the person to lead us going forward in this economy. I don't think so. So first of all, the first part of that is we definitely need a Republican in the mayor's seat. The second one is I certainly will not have any dollars left, because if you read the finance reports, my two opponents have raised and may in fact have spent well over $250,000 each, and I have budgeted and will probably spend $75,000. So if that's your definition of a fiscal conservative, then I'm your person for that. So I know, I can speak absolutely with certainty, I will not have any dollars left over, but I have made it a hallmark from the first time I announced my campaign. Zach Bonahum, the young man back there, is running for city clerk, unopposed as a Republican. I see Ivan Hood in the back, a young man who's running for city council at large. And I have made it a point since I started campaigning to reach out to other Republicans and let them know the information that I have. Because when I ran 4 years ago for city council, I was one of 6 on the docket on the Republican side, and I didn't receive any support from the county in terms of suggestions, certainly no dollars. And so I am going to continue to reach out to Republicans, young or old, and help them as I can, because I definitely think we are the party that has the right answer for this economy in Fort Wayne.